braid my 4C hair as best as she could. A white lady with no experience. Like, she tried. A lot of it really was the pressures from ballet. My parents were always comfortable with, you know, whatever I wanted to do. But again, at that time, I was chasing that career, and that's what I had to do. But yeah, it's a hard process, and honestly, when, you know, you're not necessarily surrounded by similar hair folk, I'll say, within your own family, you really do have to build that relationship with hair on your own. And until you get to that point, it's pretty unhealthy, you know, learning process for sure.
Yeah. And I think, like, having those people around is definitely helpful, because I know, just, like, even at the studio that we went to, there wasn't many people of color, and so doing hair for different performances was kind of interesting, and, like,
it was interesting.
Difficult to learn how to do some of the hairstyles and be like, oh, like, my bun isn't big enough because of my hair, like, being so damaged and broken, and things like that. But actually, Kendra, my cousin, she helped me, like, learn more about my hair and how to take care of it and things like that. I didn't realize how important that relationship is, and, like, kind of taking ownership of my hair and reclaiming that. So that's also been, like, a journey in itself. But another question is just, like, when you did cut your hair, what was that process like? Like, how did you feel when you did that? And kind of, like, how do you feel now with your hair?
So when I first cut it, I was the happiest girl alive. Like, I quit the ballet. I literally didn't look back. First thing I did was schedule my appointment to get my hair cut. I was ready. To me, girl, I was just cut. No, for me, it was just, like, closing a chapter. And, like, I don't know. I was, like, I always call it, like, Sam 2.0. It was just a new start for me. I had my best friend with me that day, and I went to this salon. It was actually a black salon, which is rare in Boston, but I found one. And I showed the lady what I wanted, and she was like, wow, you want me to, like, really cut it off? I was like, cut everything off. I don't want any ounce of damage. Cut it off. And she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, cut it. Like, please. And even when she first started, like, she got maybe, like, an inch off of my head. I was like, this is not it. Like, you still have some ways to go. Like, let's just get it down. I wanted to feel the breeze on my head, and I wanted to start fresh. And, you know, I got that. And I literally left the salon with the biggest smile on my face. I was walking down the street, and the same people when I walked to the salon were still outside, and, you know, I'm getting smiles, and I feel like the recognition from the black community in Boston was just so much more relevant. They understood and they appreciated it. People aren't, like, nice on the East Coast, but people complimented. It was literally the best day of my life. I went outside. I was just like,
yes,
breeze. I felt everything. Like, no, it was actually the best day of my life. And as it grew, which it's actually grown pretty fast, I've learned a lot about curls and how to maintain it. And I have a really close friend of mine that I met through my job who is, like, a curl blogger. So anything you need to know, she's got it. We don't even have the same curl type, but she's just so experienced with everything. She's helped me so much. And yeah, it's almost like, it's like the same joy I have in, like, gardening with plants. It's like you're watching your hair grow, you're taking care of it. It's a process, but it's one of those, like, intimate moments that you can have with yourself as, like, in the morning as you're taking care of it. So I've had a very healthy relationship since I've cut it. I want to cut it again, but I'm being told not to. I do want to live a big fro moment, so maybe I'll do that and then cut it again. But I think cutting my hair also, you know, when I have no hair, your focus is your face, and I had a much better relationship with my face, if that makes sense. Like, I learned to appreciate my stronger features. Again, at the ballet at Boston, it was pretty toxic, but just getting those comments of, oh, big lips and this, you know, those black features were always being pointed out to me. So I kind of shied away from appreciating them the way that I should. And, you know, when you have no hair, what do you have? You have your face. So I learned to really love, you know, what I was working with. And just my whole relationship with just how I looked overall was much, much better. And yeah, and then I was around similar people at my job. All these people that all of a sudden got, you know, big chops. We would all talk to each other, like, in the corner of my job. It was just really sweet. Like, I met so many people through that. And yeah, it was really great.
That's amazing. I love that. I love, like, just the joy that you were talking about. Like, I could even see it just, like, in your expressions, like... that's just
so happy.
That's just amazing. Like, I thought about a big chop. I was just like, because my hair is, like, still has some damage from straightening it over and over again, but I was like, it took me so long to grow it to this point. And that's another thing, is that, like, so many people think that, like, black hair does not grow, and I'm like, no, it grows. It's beautiful. It's unique in every different way. And I think that's like so important. And I love like your social media, like your Instagram, like rocking these different looks, the fro and the outfits. And I think that's another part, is like seeing people embrace their natural hair in different spaces in different ways, because we see other individuals like Kim Kardashian culture appropriating like braids and different things.
Culture vulture.
Yes. And kind of like taking this part away from us. But it's so amazing to see like you and all these other individuals reclaiming their hair and like showing this joy and embracing themselves. I think that's like an amazing thing to do, and like something that like moving forward, that if more people start doing, like we can help like little Black girls love their hair and like reclaim that, because it's so powerful.
For sure. Yeah. I've been around a lot of natural girls now. Obviously, it's not like a requirement to be around, but yeah, I mean, it really does just like open your eyes to all the possibilities of how brown is beautiful. And it comes in many different shapes and sizes and shades and, you know, curl patterns. But, you know, I wasn't around that at all for really 16 years. Like, obviously, there's a life outside of ballet, but, you know, it's like when you're dedicated to it, you're around the studio girls and whatever that looks like for whatever dancer. And yeah, I had a very limited group of people. It was great overall. Definitely necessary.
That's amazing. I want to say thank you for sharing your story. This was amazing to hear. Such a powerful story. And so yeah, thank you for joining Kinda Sorta Brown.
My hair is an extension of my personality. The braided styles that I would choose to do and the different colored attachments I would use for my braids, it was just an outlet to show off my creativity to the world around me. Even when I did the big chop and went natural as a junior in high school, again, it just showed, you know, my interest in trying something new and flipping a new page and starting afresh.
I guess like the first thing, the best thing is that it's a way for me to express myself. Spending hours in the shower and then more hours twisting up that hair, it's not fun. And when it doesn't work out, it's frustrating. But like the idea of all the hairstyles that I could do, just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through TikTok and seeing fun hairstyles and contemplating doing that is fun. But like my hair is also something difficult, is a struggle. And also, my hair is a symbol to others around me. Like when I cut my hair, my parents freaked out. They're like, a woman shouldn't do that, a woman should have long hair. And now my hair is going back. My mom's always fretting over me of how I do my hair. Like my hair can't look somehow. And I'm Nigerian, somehow means it can't look messed up. It can't look crazy. My hair is having to make a decision every morning about what I want to look like, how I want to express myself, and just finding a way that I can be authentically me.
My hair gives me some struggles sometimes, like right now, but when it looks good, I feel confident, I feel empowered, I feel unique, and I know that when my hair is shining, I'm shining too.
To me, my hair means a piece of myself. It is an extension of everything that I am, coarse, thick, untamable, something that can't be controlled. It stands on its own. It represents everything about me. One of the biggest things for me was with the texture of my hair. I wasn't exactly seen as something that was accepted. Most oftentimes, as I realized as I got to the Chicago campus, I was something that wasn't really seen at all. I went through this whole journey of growing my hair out and wanting to be self-loving and wanting to love my hair and realizing that the world still wasn't ready for my hair no matter how much I was. No matter what the world says, I will love my hair regardless. I will wear it proudly and I will do whatever I want with it.
Kinda Sort of activated. Where do we go from here?
Hey y'all, we're entering the Kinda Sorta Activated. Y'all just heard from our amazing guest speaker, Samantha Elise, and also some of our listeners as well. As y'all heard, some powerful, powerful stories of the different struggles that they go through and also the love that they share at the same time for their hair, and also finding ways to express themselves. It's a journey. It's powerful to hear that and be able to build community with that and show love and give love to one another. So sharing that love to you all from the KSB team over here. Thank you again for coming on this episode and sharing y'all's stories. We really do appreciate it, and I hope our listeners, they appreciate it as well. So in this part, Kinda Sorta Activated, I'm going to share a couple of Black-owned hair care brands that y'all can support and purchase to not only support the Black community and Black businesses, but also get products that will really help your natural hair growth. And there's a couple ones that are a drugstore, just because buying hair care and things like that can get really expensive really quickly. So here's a couple, like Miss Jessie's, Curls, Kinky Curly. There's so many other brands that y'all can check out to support Black businesses and really take care of your hair and embrace your hair. And another person I would like to shout out, Amber Esh. Her Instagram is Elements of Amber, and she has different tutorials on how to take care of your hair. So many good things on her Instagram, so y'all can go check her out as well. That is all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for listening in. Make sure to check out our social medias at Kinda Sorta Brown, Instagram and Twitter, and then check out Facebook at Kinda Sorta Brown podcast. Go follow and go check us out. And stay tuned for our next episode on the Black Reckoning featuring Dinah and John. I've been your host, Hope, and this is Kinda Sorta Brown. And as we always say, claim it.